morning, everyone. Welcome to Wizards Outlook. We got Cardell Dudley Jr., Raymond Lyons, myself here this evening. Got quite a bit to get through, as you guys can see. Sure most of you watch the game. LeBron went for 50. Is that the Lakers beat the Wizards 122 to 109? To find out what these two gentlemen think of tonight, think of this game in just a bit. First, the word from our folks over at Uber Nas. Just reminder, they open late night, Fridays and Saturdays. Order your favorites until 12 a.m. at Georgia Avenue location and 1 a.m. at U Street. Again, Friday and Saturday nights. All right, who wants to start? Keep this real simple.
Yeah, another winnable game that the Wizards had. But this one, it just seemed like their defense was suspect from the beginning. Just to be honest, because I saw LeBron. He wasn't really in attack mode, but he was getting everybody else involved, especially like Taylor Horton Tucker. When he got in, he was going backdoor on guys. He's picking his spots to score, but Monk, Reeves, they just going back door on guys. Whoever was guarding them, they turn their head, they going back door and getting easy layups. And it was pretty much, it was watching this game at the half. You know what I'm saying? They were up. Now, okay, they're in good shape, but I was worried about their defense, which has been the issue all season. And then in the third quarter, you just saw that LeBron was like, well, none of these dudes can guard anybody on our team. They might be the one team worse than us on defense. You know what I mean? And it showed. I think he scored like 19 in the third quarter, and he went off. And that pretty much just, took the Wizards out. You know what I mean? They tried to fight a little bit in the fourth quarter, but, the damage was done. It was easy. And obviously, with them realizing that Porzingis on minutes restriction, pretty much the only defensive deterrent. It spoke volumes, man. This is a game obviously they should have won. Russell Westbrook 2 for 11. Melo didn't play well. Like I said, Taylor Horton Tucker off the bench. He was the only bright spot off the bench, but he had 15 to 7 to 16. You know what I mean? Monk had 21, which he's been stepping up lately, so I'm not shocked by that. And you see Reeves 12 points and 6 to 10. You know what I mean? It's just efficiency. Even Stanley Johnson 7 to 3 or 5. It's efficiency from a lot of guys. That tells me that no one really played defense, man. And I saw Kuz trying to take the challenge at first, but LeBron wasn't really in attack mode. Then when he got in attack mode, nobody was trying to take the challenge. And that's why the Wizards are where they are, man. It is what it is. You can't give a great player, you just can't let them breathe like that, because once they're already confident, and once they realize you're shook, they just gonna take you out, man. That's pretty much what he did. He just got aggressive. I mean, come on, man. He 18 for 25. There's no resistance. And what's most embarrassing is they coming off a loss to Houston. You know what I mean? The worst team in the league, and they 2 overtimes with it. Or you know what I'm saying? They kept Brown in check. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. He, you in the sense that he kind of took their heart in that third quarter, because they got deflated, and then they stopped competing. Then they tried to snap out of it in the fourth, but the damage was done in my eyes, man. So, and with that said, with him going for 50, you still had a chance to win this game. So what if you just mentally just stood strong? You know what I mean? It would have been possible, but it was his game. I know other guys on the Wizards, they did it. Some, Kispert, Kuz, or whatnot. Porzingis, when he was in there, he had a double-double, 14 to 14. He didn't shoot the ball well at all. Rui, you see he's starting to be consistent again off the bench, doing the same level of production that we expected out of him before, he took his hiatus or whatnot. Thomas Satoransky, people was criticizing him, last show and all that. When he came back, like, anybody worried about him, but you see he's been productive since he got here. But, somebody should do that challenge defensively, man, and it is what it is. Until somebody do, you're going to keep getting results like this where the Wizards may start off hot, look like they're going to do something, and then they implode. But this has been the theme of the Wizards throughout the season.
Right.
Yeah, we always talking about that people who live to see the Wizards list, and LeBron is at the very top of that. Um, yeah, and that doesn't bode well for you when a player that great is on the top of a list like that. I mean, it just seems like whenever he plays the Wizards, he's on super go mode. And like Cardell pointed out, especially after it was evident that nobody was interested in getting stops. Me and Wilson was talking before we got on. Like the the issue you're talking about shouldn't be Austin Reeves and Wing and Gabriel are getting loose. Like, and then it's all simple stuff, just easy backdoor cuts, and like it's just honestly embarrassing, man. You got to be more in tune than that, and you got to take some pride on that. And we've been saying it all season. That's going to make or break this team. The offensive end of the floor is not really the focus, man. They got to compete defensively. You know, essentially for situations like this, they went into this. They went in with a 7-point lead at halftime. So third quarter came and the switch just flipped, and they just weren't able to recover. So it is what it is, man. Until they fix that, they're going to be this type of team. You know, and going down the stretch of this season, continuing to drop games like this that you should be winning, you're gonna be at home where you deserve. So, you know, as long as they give us results like this, we're gonna just report on what they give us. We can't fabricate anything or manufacture anything. We just gotta talk about what they give us to talk about. But but yeah, man, it's just soul searching and pride at this point. You can't continue to lose games because you refuse to get stops. And yeah, and it's just disappointing. Like you said, even with LeBron's 50, if they cut out some of that other stuff, it's a different ball game. But you can't give up 50 to LeBron, which I mean, and even still, 18 for 25, that's just craziness. Like if LeBron gets 50 and he just is better, that's one thing. But like you're not even trying. And then to add on top of that, you letting like guys like Monk, man, who is a capable scorer, but you can't let him go off for 21. You can't let Austin Reeves have the game he had. So I mean the issues just compound, and then you look up and it's another L. So I mean they got the Blazers tomorrow. And like we continue to say, it's no gimmies for them at this point. They got to go out and physically do it. So yeah, hopefully they can get that one. But they continue to lose ground, and eventually it's gonna get to a point where the play in ain't even an option.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to add. I think, like you guys said, we also what happened. You came out, you let you let a great player get comfortable, and yeah, when great players get comfortable, things like this happen. And it'd be one thing if you're one of the teams in the league, one of the better teams in the league, where you can start slow defensively and hit the switch because you're good on that end of the floor. There's trust on that end of the floor. There's habits on that end of the floor. There's continuity on that end of the floor. But you are where you are in the standings because again, this end of the floor has been something to be plagued that has plagued you through different iterations of teams and regimes, and you don't play defense well. So you let somebody like Bron get comfortable, yeah, it's gonna be a long night. As soon as he realized that y'all don't want it at all with him, oh yeah, it's time to clown. And he started clowning as the game went on. Also you saw like that's that veteran experience. Is he literally took the first 6 minutes of the second half because the Wizards went into the lead with the half. It's corny, cliche, or whatever. The opening minutes of any half are important, especially for a team that's trailing. Because if you can get going and seize control, it's a whole new half. You can reclaim the game. You can take control of things, and that's what he did. What Cardell said, he had 19. He had 19 in the third period, right? He had 16 in the first 6 minutes of the third. hey, that's when you've been around that long, man. You know what time it is. He took control of the game right then, and then, like Cardo said, he got everybody going early. Once he got going, the cutting lanes for other folks opened up even more. You got a team that, like Cardo said, probably team is worse defensively than you are. So we already know there's no trust back there. People getting cooked. You got some folks getting slid around. So the trust is deteriorating by the minute. And
Deteriorating.
trust is gone. Uh, and you letting somebody who was LeBron's greatest strength as a facilitator just pick you apart. There's nothing but holes back there, just picking you apart. So I mean, it is what it is. Big thing for them. They don't got a lot of time to get over this, to think about this too much. You got Portland tomorrow night. We talked about coming out of All-Star break, what it looked like for the final 20 some odd games or whatever. Right now, you're 0-2 on this road trip. So you lost 2 opportunities to gain ground on the teams above you for playing. Um, it's up to them. So I got to put this up there. I feel like I shouldn't, but we all know who it is, so that's cool. Ray, who y'all have for the X Factor?
Taylor and Tucker with his production off the bench, and he got going early in the first quarter. He was, I think that's what made everybody, shook everybody up when he crossed up Kispert, and it shook everybody up. They didn't want to defend no more. That was made, I guess the LA lights got to him. They looking around courtside for the first time. Remember I said that was Kispert's first time playing in LA, and he at least he rebounded well, try to have a spark, so to speak, man. He did better than some of his better teammates, man. But yeah, Taylor and Tucker, I felt like his production was needed and huge because it kind of helped in a sense. It made the Wizards have to focus on him, and then that's when LeBron got going. And then when it don't take much when somebody like him get going, then it don't matter what you throw at him. Like that 3-pointer in the corner with KP. He just pretty much threw. That wasn't even a real shot. He just tossed that jump because he was hot. He was feeling it. Playing with him, and that demoralizing them. Especially a team like that. They just show how weak mentally they are. So it's sad that a young Houston Rockets team had more mental toughness than a veteran Wizards team, but it is what it is.
And y'all are so deep in the comments. I'm talking about like 70 deep, it feels like. I'm scrolling forever. So I can guarantee you right now, we're not going to get to all of them. So what we will try to do, we'll try to at least get them all up on screen. We're probably not going to take time to comment on each and every single one. So Cardell and Ray, I'm going to put them on screen.
Yeah,
when
just
you see something you got to speak on, tell me to stop.
Yeah, flow in. We'll hop in.
All right, cool. Because, man, Anthony Tony came in here, man. He fired off like 12 to start with. I was in here setting stuff up, man. Oh.
Yes.
So we got to stop. We got to stop putting it on the coach, man. Like that, it's got to come to a point where you expect professional basketball players to be professionals. Like everything is not the coach's fault. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, I was peeping that too, coming into the more so Kuz, because he came in there with the nice outfit, pregame, trying to stun, like, yeah, we about to get it in and all that. And it's just like, man, I don't like all that fake stuff, man. Look, dog, if you showing up for business, just show up for business, dog. It's too much theater with that crap, man. You got your head rocked. You know what I'm saying? Now you look stupid. You need to burn that outfit because it ain't helping nothing. Just burn it. It's bad luck, dog. And I'm serious, dog. Like, come on, man. Dog, the Lakers aren't a good team. This is a winnable game. You had some young boys go at LeBron and them, dog. You know what I'm saying? Got them up out of there, dog. So you should have been like, yeah, let's go ahead, handle business, and do all this. Like, see, it's losses like this where it's like, I can't take y'all serious as trying to really get in the play-in spot and try to keep this playoff thing going. I can't. Because you shouldn't be losing to Lakers. Like, you got a wounded animal and the animal still kills you. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? So all that fake bravado stuff that he be on, man, it's empty to me. Because if you really that dude, if you really about that, you don't go out, you don't speak on it. You go out here and show it. You see what I'm saying? You know, Porzingis is a minutes restriction. There's only so much he can give you. After that, you know you gotta step up because you're not quite sure who the other guys are. You know what I'm saying? That will step up and do what they do or do what they should do. And then this. Now you started off good, but then when you started busting your head, it was in my you on the back of a milk carton. Westside still looking down the bench, and he don't see nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's like you can't look at West Unseld, man. It's just like where the dogs at? Who gonna go in here and really try to compete with this dude and try to at least slow him down? You know what I'm saying? Fine. If he hot, then slow somebody else down. Slow down Reeves, slow down Horton Tucker, Malik Monk. Stop one of them so we can win this game. So yeah, man, burn that outfit, dog. Like
Yeah, and no disrespect, he's been playing well, but you Kyle Kuzma, dog. You haven't put in enough work to be throwing down gauntlets like that. And then you do it and you come out and get slapped around. So just get consistent first. And then yeah, man.
get your team above 500 first.
Hey, that's par for the course, man. That's what he do to them.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, dog. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man. Nah,
Right.
no, it's not.
I'm gonna step in on that one.
No, it's not.
False.
No, it's
False.
not.
What happened
No, it's
last
not.
night? Mm-mm.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Hell nah. I get it. You're emotional. You're a Wizards fan, but nah. Trust me.
What happened
See,
last night? Well, I guess now 2 nights ago, that was her around the world in the league. Mm-mm.
And that was brewing for months. They
the,
It
the
was slow
Wizards.
cooking, right?
The Wizards losing to the Lakers is not something that most people, came in like it's no way that can happen. It was like, well, that's what we getting right now. That's pretty much the reaction. So no, don't do that, dog. I mean, they was getting their head busted when he was here, dog. Like that's. I mean, I ain't trying to be. I mean, real is real. Because Ish competes. I get Ish that, man. He competes, man. He may not always hit shots all the time, but he competes. I mean, he give it down. And guess what? He came from a team where, we about to get back to the playoffs. Like, are we on the outside? All right, let's see if we can make a run. He realizing, like, dog, this what it is? This is totally different from last year. Y'all done with West Sunset already?
Hey.
God.
Yeah. You make a good point.
That's what happens when you don't play no defense.
It's light work. And they be laughing about it, having a good time. Have you seen Denny play the last couple nights? The last few games? Oh, I love it, man. I'm gonna leave it alone, dog. Like he ain't ready, though. He gotta get his mental right. You right. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. There you go. You finally figured it out. There you go. There you go. And see, Sato's hooping. So he don't have that leeway. He feel look, he understand what's going on. He not stupid. Because he just seen it happen. He just seen a rookie rough a former teammate, and that teammate got moved. So it puts pressure on you to have to perform. But that's the nature of the business. It's basketball. You either gonna elevate or you're not. So it's his first year, which I mean, he learning too, bro. It's called being a rookie. He's a talented player. I don't know about great yet.
I think this is about Denny just watching the game from the 3-point corner. Y'all are tweeting through it tonight or commenting through it tonight. Like, I'm not even halfway through.
They don't have dogs, and he can be saved. Just the point guard need to be able to play defense at a high level? Okay.
All right. Got another one about discipline. We'll have one about discipline, rather. KP did go 3 for 13. He also had 14 and 14, limited minutes. Y'all were complaining a couple nights ago about having 1 rebound. You know, he almost had a double-double at the half. Yeah, he could have shot better, but I ain't really have no issue with it. Like,
Nah, he ain't backing down LeBron. We all know LeBron's stronger than him. So that's the issue. They force a lot of jumpers. And then when you beat on somebody that's not physically strong enough to take that punishment, it fatigues them. And when you get fatigued, you don't get the same lift and you don't make the same shots. You know, I applaud him for at least still trying to contribute, going in there getting some awards. 14 rebounds ain't nothing to sneeze at, but, you know, especially in minutes restriction, he only got 25 minutes. So imagine if he played his full amount, 30 to 35 minutes. He possibly could have turned that around with the shooting. And those rebounds could have been in the 20s. And you still got a deterrent in the center, in the middle, you know, to try to hopefully keep LeBron in shape, man. But, you know, the way they was, but then again, who knows? Because in the first quarter when he was out there, man, they was backdoor cutting no fools, man. It was crazy. I mean, it was ugly. I'm like, dog, for real, y'all just don't see man and ball. That's the first thing you learn on defense. Oh.
It seems like that used to be something that was learned. I don't know what's going on, man. It's a league-wide epidemic outside of a few teams.
But that's supposed to be what Porzingis was doing. You know, he was doing an all right job, you know, kind of challenging that around. But Gaff, man, you got the bag, dog. The expectations rose when you got the bag. Maybe not. We'll see. Hey, man.
Hey, look, we putting a debt in the comments, though. We putting a debt in them. We putting a debt in them. The response to the Ish comment from earlier, mine is not having it. So that's a Denny issue. Ain't got nothing to do with Ish.
Yep.
About whether TB's here next year or not.
Man, a lot of stuff predicated on what Bill do.
How about that? Wish y'all the best with that. They won't make it. Talk about the play. They dropping games.
Wilson said, hit that button, baby.
Hey, man, look, y'all want to play around with stuff and crown people to be things. Could have been me.
Could have solved that bill problem in the summertime.
Hey, look, I was saying it the whole time. Hey, look, I'd have been relaxed right now. Would have been one of them ping pong balls is in my favorite. Got to upgrade it. I was at least getting me a point guard back in that deal. You know, but hey, some people don't like to hit the button. I'm all for the button, but you know, till you stay on, we'll see what they do. Austin Reeves showed Kispert a masterclass on how to cut to the basket.
But Kispert balled 21, 8 of 14. Like he balled. He was a bright spot.
I appreciate Kispert for fighting back after getting embarrassed by Horton Tucker. Like he didn't go away. Like I'm fine with Corey Kispert.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the fact that like you can't really get the kid down. Like, and you know he's a mark every night for an opposing team. He knows exactly what it is, and he fights through it. Like he's gonna get got. But I do know there was stretches in that game if that boy wasn't hitting them threes, that offense was going through it because other people weren't doing what they should have been doing. So,
He balled, especially, look, the Lakers aren't good, but it's still LA. It's still the late show. You still got LeBron on the floor, so the light is bright. And that was his first time in that atmosphere.
Maya said skip the comments. Jaden Ivy, here we come. Hey man, y'all go put y'all faith in them ping pong balls, bro. Y'all.
Ping pong balls.
Oh my goodness, yo, boy.
No.
I ain't commented, bro, but good gosh,
no. Yeah. Anthony, wild man.
It hurt you more? I can't tell.
Yeah, he was.
I cannot tell.
Hey, that was one of them pregame outfits. Like, you better hoop, nigga. Like, nah, dog, you got hoops, and I swear if you don't hoop, dog. And he came out like, all right. As soon as LeBron said, nah, dog, he had his levels third quarter. I'm like, man, I knew you shouldn't have wore that damn outfit, man. And don't think they ain't hear about all season the little sneak dissing from this side, all season. Like, yeah, they not so good since they traded us and all that. And KCP, you ain't exempt 1 for 6. Nah, dog. 4 points. Come on, bro. Malik Monk, come on, dog. Malik Monk went to work.
You had Malik Monk out here being a playmaker at times. They ran that same thing. I don't know how many times you didn't realize when they drive baseline, there's a cutter down the middle of the lane. Like, maybe after the 4th or 5th time, I'm like, for goodness.
But you know where that comes from? Watching film. And why all these motherfuckers don't pay attention? Okay.
Hey, Anthony, you're a wild boy, man. Maya going in. This has been something she said before. It's all about as a team as a whole.
Mm.
Well, no, this is specific names are in here. About them complaining to the refs.
Don't nobody have that respect outside Bill, though. So y'all gotta play. Like, when the ref ever say, you know what, you're right, take back that call.
Hey, look, and again, going back to the Kispert thing, that's why I appreciate Kispert. He just plays. Good, bad, and different.
What is Kispert? 4-year college player.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what you learn in college.
Yep. The ref, you're right. You learn in college pretty early what you just said. The ref is not about to be like, you know what, my bad, you're right. You made great points there. Let me reverse this call.
Yeah.
At most, you're gonna get a makeup call down the line.
But not being a damn rookie.
Yeah, right.
Bill will get that call. The rest of y'all, no. He's earned sweat equity with them. So that you're not that. It is what it is, man.
Y'all are wild, boy.
Oh, red button. Oh, damn.
Hey, man.
No filter. I'm fed up, dog.
Oh, yeah. I ain't putting that one up there, Shay. I'm sorry. Cannot. No.
Oh, what is?
I can't. Ray and Cardell, y'all can see it. I'm not putting that up there.
Bro.
Yeah, I ain't putting that one up there. Hey, but look, we truly appreciate you guys spending time and using this time as, I guess, it's therapeutic. Because I know Mr. Tony came in here and fired off like there was 15 comments in here from him when I got in here just putting banners together and whatnot. But we truly appreciate it. It's a back-to-back. Y'all get some rest. We're going to try to do the same if possible. Now, probably not because tomorrow night's, well, actually tonight, later tonight's busy night for all of us. But we will be here in some shape, fashion, or form to talk to y'all after the Trailblazers game. We'll see how the Wizards bounce back if they're able to, or if this continues into some type of a slide, which is what you don't need at this time of the year. Because, we're seeing what other teams and conferences are doing. They're trying to go that way. So, y'all have a good evening. Actually, not a good evening. Have a great day, a great morning, since this West Coast trip is what's going on.